All right, let's get right into it. You've seen this look everywhere, right? That super high contrast, split tone style. It's clean, it is sharp, and it is just unapologetic. In the world of style, this isn't just a look, it's the ultimate flex. It shows you're on a whole other level.
And that really is the heart of it. This isn't just a random choice. It's a declaration. It's that main character energy we're all after. The second you walk into a room with this hair, it says you are intentional, you are precise, and you are in complete control.
So how do you get there? Well, this basically lays out the two paths you can take. The old way? A total nightmare. We're talking a 4-hour salon job, permanent bleach, and damage you can never take back. But the new way, what we call the Symmetry System, it's a game changer. 0 damage, a 5-minute application, and you can hit the reset button with just one wash.
Okay, before we dive into the how-to, just for fun, picture it. You're gonna pull this off tonight. What's your combo? Are you going for that classic sharp black and white? Or maybe something a little wilder, like a deep blue and a metallic silver? When there's no long-term commitment, you can dream up anything.
Okay, let's get into how this whole system works. And we have to start with the most important part, the foundation. You know, the biggest mistake people make is thinking they have to destroy their hair to get a bold look. The old methods, they set this trap, making you trade the long-term health of your hair for a short-term style.
So I want to be crystal clear here. We're talking 0% damage. Not a little bit, 0. Zilch, nada. We are not breaking, burning, or chemically frying your hair. The goal is to get a look that's just as intense as bleach, but without any of the terrible side effects.
So how is that even possible? Well, check this out. Instead of bleach that has to literally break into your hair strand, this system uses something we call a pigment shield. Think of it like this. It's a styling clay that just wraps around each hair, coating it. It delivers that insane color on the outside while leaving your hair completely safe and healthy on the inside.
So now that you know what it is, let's get into the how. A perfect result, that razor-sharp line, it all comes down to the prep. And there are 2 critical rules you absolutely, positively cannot skip. Get these right, and I promise the rest is easy.
Rule number 1 is the 20% damp rule. This is so important. It's the moisture sweet spot. Think about it. If your hair is soaking wet, the color's just gonna slide off, right? A total mess. And if it's bone dry, the clay will just clump up. You want it cool to the touch, but if you run your hand through it, your palm stays dry. That is the perfect grip.
So, to recap the prep, it's just 2 simple things. First, grab a fine-tooth comb and get that center line perfectly straight and sharp. Second, double-check that moisture level. Once you've nailed that 20% sweet spot, you are ready for a flawless application.
All right, prep is done, foundation is set, now for the fun part, sculpting the hair. This is where the technique really comes in, and it's what separates a pretty good look from one that literally stops traffic.
Okay, listen up, because this is the secret step that almost everyone misses. You can't just slap cold clay onto your hair. You have to activate it. You gotta use heat. Rub the clay between your palms, like really go for it, until you feel that friction. You'll literally feel it wake up and transform from a thick paste into this super thin, easy-to-apply film. And I am not kidding about this next part. This is non-negotiable. After you apply the first color to one side, you must wash your hands completely. I mean, soap, water, the whole deal. Even a tiny smudge from the first color will ruin that sharp divide and contaminate the second color. Clean hands are the law. Seriously. Now, let's talk about the style itself. We're not just painting hair here, we're sculpting it. There's this K-style method called Jayfashion Sculpting, and it's all about creating what's called structured messiness. You use your fingertips to pinch and pull the ends into these sharp, distinct points. It builds volume and gives the hair a real sense of intention. So, you've applied both colors, you've sculpted the style, it looks amazing. But you're not done yet. There's one final, crucial step, the cool lock. This is what makes the whole thing smudge-proof and transfer-proof, so you can actually live your life. And you're not gonna believe how quick it is. 60 seconds, that is it. That's all you need. You're gonna grab a blow dryer, but, and this is key, it has to be on the cool setting. That blast of cool air literally freezes the waxes in the clay, locking everything in place.
So what does that 60 seconds of cool air get you? Oh, just everything. It means 0 transfer onto your skin, no mess on your clothes. The colors stay perfectly on their own sides, and the whole style is completely smudge-proof for the entire night.
All right, let's talk about the payoff. The whole reason we're here.
This is where we see the power of that 24-hour transformation, from the incredible final look to the just as impressive, super easy removal.
And here it is. This is what makes it the ultimate flex. The hair is so dynamic. Indoors, it's this sophisticated, cool, urban look. But the second you step outside into the sun, bam, the contrast becomes blinding. It's not a static style, it's alive, constantly shifting and catching everyone's eye.
But you know what? This right here might be the best part. When the night is over, when you're done flexing, there's absolutely zero stress. The ultimate power move of this system is the reset. One wash with your normal shampoo and the color is just gone. It rinses out instantly. No residue, no staining, nothing.
I mean, come on, this chart says it all, doesn't it? On one side, you have the Symmetry System, zero damage, a 24-hour commitment. On the other, the salon. High damage, a commitment of months, and you have to just awkwardly grow it out. It's not even a fair fight.
So, if you take one thing away from this, let it be this. At the end of the day, your hair health is your greatest asset. It's with you for the long run. There is no reason to sacrifice it for a look you only want for a night or a weekend, especially when there's a better way.
And that's really what the future of hair fashion is all about. It's total creative freedom, no rules, and most importantly, no damage. The old limits are gone, so the only question left is, are you ready to take control?